Give me a D and a G. It's the Dawg and Gus Show. It's the Dawg and Gus Show.
Welcome to the Dawg and Gus Show.
Now on Be Kind Radio.
You know it.
What's up, man?
Not much. We're trying to struggle through this podcast today, but we got Broken by Friday with
What's
us.
up,
And
guys?
they've been very patient.
Howdy.
Thank you, Weiss.
Very patient. Very patient.
What's going on, everybody?
Love that. Like, look at he's like, you're in character, which is phenomenal.
He's performance
What
ready.
is-
He always is.
What is out of character?
Fair enough. Good question. Maybe this is the real you and the other one is your character.
There is no other.
All right. We're off to, this is good.
He got you.
Yeah, he's on. He's got me. Moving on.
Woo!
So for anyone hearing Broken by Friday for the first time, how would you describe the band in one sentence?
Hectic. Probably hectic, I'd say. I think that one's pretty good because for anyone that's seen any of our Instagram clips, we don't know what we're doing and it somehow works out and then things start like smashing, you could say.
How would you say controlled chaos?
Just
That's
like
two
that.
words.
Yeah, but I didn't say one word. I said a
in
sentence.
a welcoming way. All right,
That's a good-
unhinged in a welcoming way.
I like that. Very nice.
That's
Yeah.
very
It's
good.
almost like somehow we always end up pulling ourselves together, even though like if you've ever seen us try and prepare for a show, it is an experience.
Say
Nice.
that.
Nice. Very good. I
Need
like
to hang
that.
out in the green room with them before the show.
Yeah.
It's
Sammy,
interesting.
I have
Yeah.
to be honest. I forgot about Sammy because I just to see him, so it's okay.
Yeah. I'm a
Okay.
ghost.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
awesome.
So I'm going to ask you where the name came from, obviously, because we need to know. But here's my take on it. Somebody who works from Monday to Friday, by Friday, we're done. That's my take.
So
That's right.
in general, it's like it's not too far off the money because the original thought process we were going with was, hey man, we work Monday to Friday. By Friday we're all pooped and it all sucks. So it's just like, man, fuck it. I'm just doing what I want to do. I'm not gonna let that break me. It's like kind of an antithetical thing where it's like, yeah, we're broken by Friday, so why be part of that Monday to Friday? It was kind of a whole thing spin on that I found. And then now we're slowly iterating it less about like actually even worrying about that to just fuck it. Absolutely fuck it.
I love that.
There's another world out there that doesn't involve, pushing gravel.
It's very true. It's a very good point. I think it resonates with a lot of people. It's a cool name. How'd you guys come together?
Should I take this one or should do one of you two want to take
Let
a spin on
Sammy
that?
speak some words.
Samuel.
Sammy's time to
Hit us
shine.
with it. Hit us with it,
Sure.
Samuel.
So yeah, initially at least myself and Kuba, and we came together from the Carlton Music Club. And after playing for a bit, we found our now singer, Bo. And yeah, it's been going strong ever since.
Yeah, we had a couple of other people that were in the band before this, but those iterations didn't really work out for a multitude of reasons. Some people didn't end up jiving. Some people wanted to do other things. I mean, like, we just got our new current drummer like a week ago, and we're really excited about that. But generally, it's been a bit of a rotating hodgepodge with 2-3 central members, and we're hoping it stays consistent now, all things considered.
Yeah, that's great.
Shout out Manu, the drummer.
You almost got like a Spinal Tap vibe where your drummer keeps disappearing on you.
Well, I wonder where he
Low
went.
key, yeah.
Internal combustion.
But what's cool about us though is that, Kuba over here happens to play like every instrument with ease on like a Eric Clapton level. So
You flatter
when we
me.
lost our bassist and we can't do without a bassist, Kuba's like, all right, I guess I can dust off the old bass guitar. And every single song like nothing in like a day, right? And we got Manu to come onto the drums. And now Kuba's like, you know what? I'm gonna stay on bass. Cause it's nothing to the guy, right? If we needed a guitarist, this guy could do the guitar too. He can probably play violin, he's just not telling us.
I actually do play violin. It was the first instrument I learned.
See,
And
See
Bo has
yourself
left the
out.
building.
See yourself out, Bo.
Bo
That's-
has
I mean,
left the building.
going on that must
I
be
haven't been
handy.
here long enough, man.
That must be handy to have, though. Like, because of the feedback you could get from an artist like that can play multiple things. And would you think, like, as a bringing it all together, sort of thing?
Oh yeah, yeah. All I do is scream and shout. So when it comes to writing, I depend a lot on the band. It's hard for me to bring more than just lyrics. So on my behalf, absolutely.
Yeah, but
I find a lot of the time when we're in the car together, Bo and I will be driving somewhere. He'll be like, "Hey, man, listen to this track I got," and then I'll listen to it front to back and be like, "Can we listen to it again, front to back again?" And I'd be like, "Okay, so this one little note you played right here? No, that one's stinky. I like that. I like the rest of it, but this one little note, no, that's got to go. That's got to go." And it'll be like, "Oh, come on, man."
Yeah, and I'll tell you why that's bullshit, right? Because I taught myself how to play guitar. I don't consider myself a guitarist by any means, but I'll still throw together a chord progression or two, right? To give this guy an idea of what I think should happen potentially. But this guy treats it like I'm releasing it tomorrow. It's like, this will never work, man. These bends, they're not on it, man. Your tonality's not straight. How did you record this thing? I'm like, who gives a
You think the
shit?
people want to hear this? Did you hear that bass tone? What was this? Amateur hour?
Look,
Who played the
Bo,
drums, man?
You can't use being self-taught as an excuse, because I've seen Kuba play and like come up with shit, and he is definitely self-taught as well.
What does that
He's just
mean?
better at it than you.
I also started teaching myself like 2 years ago. Kuba came out of the womb with a guitar in his hand.
It was a Fender.
Is this the banter you were discussing, Kubo, before we got on here?
Oh yeah,
This is the soft stuff.
This
Soft,
is soft stuff. We love yelling at each other. It's
Well, we're only
it's
8 minutes in, so you still got some time to show us some
Yep.
magic.
I
perfect,
felt like we
perfect.
should
The
just.
heater's gonna turn up.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like we should just sit back and listen.
Yeah, it's kind of what we do, actually, oddly enough.
Sit back and take in the fireworks.
That's it.
What was
Bring
the,
it,
what
bring
would
it.
you say the local scene like when you guys first started playing shows?
Well, the scene itself is wonderful. I will shit talk my band all I want, but in terms of other people, we've been treated very nicely. A lot of the people we've surrounded ourselves with here. There's been a couple of bands like Belladonna, Candy Says, who we were talking about off air a moment ago. All those guys, some other bands we play with frequently, Hedonic, Pomelo, all great guys. They've treated us super well, gotten us a lot of opportunities that we wouldn't otherwise have even had. And all the way through it is just smiles all around, like genuinely.
Nice.
Yeah, and not to mention, there's like a lot of young talent within the music community here, like Graffiti 50 or Paradolia, who they just played at Carlton Place.
Nice.
They were pretty awesome.
Really good show too. Worth the drive. Totally worth the drive.
Yeah, we've noticed the talent pool in all genres is actually underrated in Ottawa, I would
Yeah,
say.
I think I saw on Instagram a clip of you guys talking about how people really do sleep on a lot of the Ottawa scene. It's
Mm-hmm.
there's so many good songs. And before I was in it, I think I even remember talking to these guys about, I was like, man, the reason that I don't hear about any of these bands must be because the music must stink. And then I actually started going to shows and I actually started seeing what it's about. I was like, wait, no, these guys are banging. All
Yeah.
of this is fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Why can't the people in my band make good music?
Well, you know what?
Because you write our music.
Fair enough.
Ouch. Boom.
Boom.
4 chords and a dream. 4 chords and a dream on some of those songs. You'll know which ones I'm talking about.
It's a mystery. Well, you know what, man? My 4-chord dream songs are number 1 on our ratings list. So don't know what to
Number
tell you.
1 because you keep listening to them.
Say, at
Listen,
least
we're-
I'm listening to something, man.
Your own number 1 fan. Your own number 1
You
fan.
don't even listen to our stuff,
Okay,
man.
look, that's crazy for you to say, Kuba, considering your top listener on Spotify of last year was yourself.
People don't need to know that.
Sammy pulls out
And
a fucking.
yet they do.
Sammy pulls out a banger there. I wish I had the fucking noise effect. That would be good.
Yeah, Sammy,
Sammy doesn't even like their own music.
But going on what we were talking about, the music scene, like we do promote it. That's kind of what spawned our show, actually. Well, originally it was just we were going to get together 2 guys talking about music, and then people reached out, do you do interviews? And then, of course, everything has evolved from that. So it's cool to listen to new bands like yourself and really kind of dive into some different stuff, like that Ottawa has to offer. And we're big proponents of promoting everybody that's in the Ottawa scene. That's kind of our gig.
Mm-hmm.
Us too.
Dog
We
Pound, what do you
found
got?
that we just found that Ottawa bands, at least in like the rock-esque genre, right, are all so different, but like really good at the same time. So like going out to the Ottawa shows is so beneficial for someone who's just trying to get into music because it's not like back in the old days where one genre just took over the entire town where it's only like one version of that genre for the majority of all the bars you're going to see. In Ottawa today, you can hear stuff from Prince in the same set that you can hear stuff from the Beatles. You know what I mean? You can hear the Tragically Hip and some stuff, and you're like, okay, so these guys just know all the genres, just squish them all together for one beautiful set. And every band kind of gets like that too. So I find that when you go out, you really get the most of music when you go and see bands in Ottawa, at least, right?
It's a great way to put it. That's an excellent point. I mean, it was really well done there. That's we were talking with one band, Marble Ghosts, and they were like, it's similar to the feel that Seattle had during the grunge era, except there's different genres. It's like a place that's Ottawa has grown so much so fast that I think that the art has actually gotten so much better and so much more diverse that it's actually beneficial for anybody going to see shows.
I agree. And something else that I don't know how you guys feel about it, but in general, there's this stigma that nobody in Ottawa goes out anywhere and that nothing ever happens. And I really hate that because I think that's one of the biggest roadblocks to a lot of these artists getting more exposure. Since if you actually go to these scenes, oh my God, there is a lot of people. We did a charity show recently and we thought it was really snowy out. The weather was terrible. The roads were like undrivable, and the entire time we were thinking, "There's going to be 5 people here. It's Ottawa. It's like a Thursday. What's going on? Nobody's going to come out." We get there, like by the time doors are open, there's already like 50 people. End of the night, 70, 80 people at a House of Targ local show.
That's amazing.
And in
People
such
were
weather,
crowd
it was really
surfing.
insane. With crowd surfing, people were crowd surfing at that show.
You know what?
On
It's
a
How does
They
one-
were banging their
Thursday.
head.
Wait, how does one crowd surf at House of Targ when the ceiling is 8 feet high?
Miserably.
Yeah,
Carefully.
not very well, I think.
His head shoved against the ceiling.
I
Yeah,
imagine
that's
that.
If you look
It's
at
rock and roll.
one
man.
of our last posts on Instagram, check out the carousel. And you can see homie just touching the ceiling with the tips of his fingers, trying so hard. His head is turned. Looks like he's sleeping in bed. Yeah, really, really close to the ceiling.
Wow.
Didn't last too long, but it was worth the photo.
Sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think that we should end that stigma. No more Ottawa is a sleepy town. We got to
No.
pick it up.
People
Well,
are
I
out
know-
there and they're willing to be rowdy.
They're out.
I know, because
You got it.
I was
Force the crowd surfing onto the people. You just got to jump in.
Jump in, man.
I was at the Dom on Saturday night, and it was
Wow.
packed, and it was 40 below outside, and the place was packed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's,
so
that's crazy. You wouldn't think that. No,
We're ending it
no,
here.
reputation.
no.
We're ending it here. Kuba, you've done it. We're ending the stigma right here,
Let's get it.
right
The
now.
torch is
Yeah.
lit, man.
Yep.
Ottawa's rowdy.
Rowdy Ottawa.
Oh,
baby.
you
People will
said-
do anything for music, really.
It's true.
You'd be surprised what people will do for music.
Well, it's good.
So-
You get the up and coming bands, like the younger bands, like you guys doing this, and it brings the older guys and say, "Hey, well, Christ, we can't let these guys show us up. We got to come out and promote, and we got to come out and be on our game." Because that's the
Totally.
boys from Winter. The boys from Winter played on Saturday night, and they're an older band in age. They're all older, and they're like, they killed it. And then they're like, okay, so now we're going to let the young guys show us how it's done. And there was one band that played after them, and they just they blew the roof off the place. Every band that played that night were incredible.
That's great.
But
Well done.
that's
But
the
you know
torch
what?
has to be
I
carried by
like
the
the
younger.
older guys.
Yeah.
You ever hear
Oh, that's why you like
rainwater
us,
whiskey?
Rainwater whiskey.
I
No?
have for some reason. I've heard.
Well,
of that.
those
I have.
those guys play at the Crazy
Yes.
Horse. Right on. Those guys play at the Crazy Horse.
What?
I see them all the time.
Yeah,
Well,
that's why
I
it.
know the bassist's son, but those guys always put on a great show. And I think they got an album or something out too. That's really good as well. No,
We'll
you
have
can never
to
sleep on
put
the
that
old
in your
guys.
notes there, dog.
No, and the young guys too. You got to give them their props. Give them the time to play and
I'm
fucking
wearing
do.
a shirt right now. Space Between, baby. They're freaking awesome.
I'm wearing a shirt too. Finely tuned elephants. You know?
Finely tuned elephant. Okay.
Candy says.
Yeah, they're a jazz fusion jazz trio. And yours is Candy Says.
Candy says.
Love
That's
that.
right.
I like it. Yep.
Hardcore punk, but
Yeah,
So when you
goddamn.
guys,
Sammy, what are you wearing?
yeah, exactly.
I'm wearing a sleep token hoodie.
Sleep Token.
Nice.
Nice.
I
Very
knew
We
it.
haven't interviewed them.
If I may get into the creative process, how does a typical Broken by Friday song start? Like, is it a riff, lyric, beat, or chaos?
So I find that we actually differed around based on our needs, but generally we start with the riff and then we kick into something a little louder. I find that comes from the fact that a lot of riffs come from, at least the ones I make, me just jigging around, and then someone's like, hey. Yeah, Bo usually is like, hey, that one's pretty cool, man. I'm like, okay, sure. And I'll go experiment around with it back home, and I bring it to everyone, and I'm like, hey, guys, what do you think of this? And everyone's just sitting there, like, fiddling with their hands, like, not even answering my question. I'm like, okay, sold. That's a song. For some other ones,
Usually
like
riffy.
our first single, which came out not too long ago, was written mostly by Sammy. Do you want to go into how you wrote that one a little bit?
Oh, well, I wrote it. It's a breakup song, so inspired by a breakup, and I wrote it for a show actually that we were playing on, or like the day before Valentine's Day. And yeah, I mean, that was the songwriting process. Pretty much came up with a riff. Lyrics was pretty easy given that the topic was fresh in mind.
Sammy just sat in their basement and just like locked every single room, turned off the lights, screamed for a little bit, and there was a song. Now you guys want to know what's crazy? Dog, Gus. That
Please.
night where we first performed that song, I was also in another band with Sammy's ex.
Yeah.
And for that night, the ex also wrote a breakup song,
Oh,
and
shit.
then asked me to make lyrics for it to perform it because I was a singer in that band. So the same night we played Empty Little Jars, I played a breakup song calling Sammy some like crazy shit, like
Wow.
right after.
And I just can't get over the fact that he had you write his own breakup song.
Oh yeah, he was like, "Hey man, can you like write the words for it? I'm not good with words, man." So I was like, "Sure."
Maybe
What do
that's
I
why-
hate about Sammy actually? Write that
It
down.
might have been therapeutic.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's funny that some of the best music comes from pain, right? So it's interesting that's the thing, or maybe not pain, but maybe just changes or whatever it was, right? So yeah, it's cool.
Empty Little Jars
that.
was okay. Came from pain.
Alright.
It was all
He's
right.
mad it was made before he was in the band.
No, I'm mad that it was released before my singles. I have way better songs than Empty Little Jars. So
4 chords and a dream. Right?
it's the simple songs. All right. The simple songs are the ones that make it the furthest. I think
The
that's
simple
saying.
songs are the one that you hear on the radio, you pay no mind to.
Beatles made simple songs that work. The Beatles made a song specifically
The
with
Beatles were
words that made
innovators.
nothing. Look, no. They purposely made a song with lyrics that are gobbledygook for the purpose of making a song with lyrics that are gobbledygook, and it hit the top charts. So screw
They
you.
made it as a form of expression. You made your songs because you know 4 chords and you're only going to use those 4 chords.
I actually know 6.
6. My bad.
Wow.
I can't count it. I'm a drummer. I can't
You
count.
should be our new guitarist.
Shall we move on?
I'm enjoying this. I don't know.
Yeah, so am I actually. I sort of forgot what I was doing there for a second.
Yeah.
I could be.
Well,
Can I
can I go out on a limb here and say that you're a Beatles fan?
Me?
Because you've referenced them a couple times. Yeah.
I like the Beatles. I respect the Beatles. They got good stuff.
Right.
But I do like classic rock and stuff in that area of things.
So you're
Fair
talking classic rock from the 60s and 70s.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 60s, 70s, and 80s kind of drops off at 89. And No, really, yeah. Even my punk tastes kind of drop off at 89, what I consider true punk, you know what I mean? Before it kind of
Okay.
gets washed into, I find a lot of genres after the 90s, around 90s, after 90s, started to kind of mesh together a little bit. And the complete vintage essence of these genres were kind of left like everything back where they started, right? And they kind of took new embodiments. I really like the vintage stuff of like most genres, like the beginning of time. Like I said, I'm old school.
Who's the greatest punk band of all time?
So what was that? Sorry?
Who's your favorite punk band? I'll say. I'll reframe it.
My favorite punk band? I'm going to
Floor is all
preemptively
yours.
steal Sammy's and just say My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
That's
My
funny because
Chemical
I wasn't gonna
Romance.
say My Chemical Romance. I was gonna say Rage Against the Machine for like My Chem is way
Eat
more
shit.
like I
No,
mean,
you
yeah,
weren't.
it's
No,
like
you
pop
weren't.
punk, it's like emo, you know. Yes, I was.
Rage Against the Machine. Would you come up with that 5 minutes ago? That has never been your take. Rage Against the Machine. Okay.
It's crazy because these two are both posers who don't know anything outside of that.
I was gonna say like Sex Pistols
What?
or
Black
the
Flag.
Clash,
Yeah, something like very
Black
punky.
Flag,
My Chemical Romance.
the Dead Kennedys.
The Ramones.
Yeah, the Ramones. Yeah, all cool bands. I like My Chemical Romance too, and we saw Rage, and I'm a huge Rage fan. So, but they were a '90s band. But just saying, is there one song in your catalog that best represents who you are right now?
Oh, do you guys have answers to this one? I'm trying to think.
You can go first, Kuba.
So, I'd argue the one that's in our catalog is going to be one of our upcoming singles, coming out in the next few months. It's called Destination Annihilate, but I and the band tend to just refer to it as Grimace Egg as part of an inside joke. And the reason I think that one represents us a lot is because of its high intensity energy. And I think that's the one that tends to stick out the most with people because we usually play it at the end of our set. And then people are like, what's that song, man? Why was it so like, yeah, dude, that was like crazy. So I like that one a lot, and I think it represents us a lot because it tends to get people moving. And at the end of the day, what we want more than anything else is movement. We want that room to feel like a heater. We want it to feel like it's something crazy.
Nice, I like that.
I respect
Well
the
done.
Ring of Fire
You two
ringtone.
numbnuts got any?
Couldn't put it on Do Not Disturb, eh, bud?
Did it go off? I didn't even hear it. Sorry. My bad.
It went off.
I catch it. I
Hold on,
hear
let me fix that.
everything.
Yeah, that was very
This
good pickup.
guy's got a golden ear.
Yep, that's my go-to. It's my guy.
Oddly enough, I
Yep.
stand way too close to speakers at shows. My hearing's still pretty good.
Give yourself 20 years.
Fair.
Give yourself 20 years of doing that, and then we'll talk again.
Yeah.
Well,
Ask
one
Doc.
of us will. I'm
You can't
I'm
hear
sure
it.
I'll be
I
around.
don't know if my body will last.
You guys
I don't know if
got
my body will last 20 years of what we do on stage.
no.
I think you're lucky if you
surprised.
got 5 with the way you're moving.
Takes a lot of work.
No.
So this is an interesting question. So do disagreements in the band ever make the songs better?
Ooh.
Yeah, when
I
someone finally tells
don't-
Kuba that he stinks.
Which is never. That's never happened. So clearly, we're doing something right.
Oh boy. We have complained a lot though about his songs because he likes writing things that are very difficult for all of us to play very tightly. Like one of our songs, Ephemeral Child, very like prog rock, very like
Technical.
yeah, like when you like he literally told me, hey, when you're playing guitar for this one part, don't listen to the drums.
It
Listen
worked.
to the
It was good
bass.
advice.
Follow the bass. Craziest take.
It's even difficult following the bass. We're all playing different things.
Oh yes, it's called
Our
having talent,
bassist couldn't
Sammy.
follow the bass.
Well, guess who's the bassist now? Me. And guess
Yeah.
what? It works now, doesn't it? It's called having
And
talent.
Manu, we have Manu on the drums now, whose fills are
never
immaculate but
messes it up.
insane. Dude, there's never,
He's
we've never,
absolutely,
we've,
he crushes it.
yeah, Kuba says, come on the one. There's never been a one. Never. Not once. Oh,
See, I knew this
such a
question would be
weird.
good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Listen, man, people always complain. Musicians can't count, so why even bother counting? There is no one. You don't have to worry about anything. Just have talent. Just be good, Sammy. Just actually know how to use those little guitar fingers of yours instead of complaining about it every time anyone asks us about the band. Yeah, Kuba writes hard parts. Learn them. Practice.
Hey, Dawg, Gus, stick around after one of our shows and just keep an ear out, and you'll hear a lot of people say, "Oh man, that song Rachel was awesome." You'll never hear anyone say, "Man, I'd love to hear Ephemeral Child again."
Not true. Not true. This guy's been saying this over and over. I ain't seen these Rachel Glazers. You know what I've seen? I've seen people being like, "Dude, what's that weird heavy one? That was crazy." That's what I'm hearing.
Nah, the crowd
No.
favorite is always a cover. It's always like Gary Come Home from SpongeBob. Everyone loves that song.
People
Rachel.
love hearing songs they know. Yeah, because they think it's a different song.
And that's why you won't let us play Geese. So you think nobody knows Geese.
If you're playing cover songs, you play like the universal songs. You play your Smells Like Teen
Geese.
Spirits. You play your Iron Mans.
Weezer.
Geese, didn't they
Get a
just
load of
play
this
on
guy.
Saturday Night Live?
Geese?
Yeah. SNL did a
They played-
parody
that's
on them. That's
crazy.
how you know they're
Yeah,
mainstream.
they played on SNL. You make it to
Would
SNL.
my
you're doing something
mom
okay.
know Geese?
Damn, Cuba. It's almost like everyone I bring these guys up to tell you that I'm right. They're getting popular, dude.
I don't think we
Cuba
said
thinks that
We didn't
just
say
because
anything
he
there.
doesn't
We're
know
not-
a
we're not-
band,
we're-
nobody knows them. That's what he says.
And what does this have to do with Rachel? Please enlighten me.
Let's,
Is
Yeah,
this
no
Rachel as
taste.
popular as Geese?
Dog, get
Could
control
be
here,
someday.
buddy. We need you to jump in.
I'm
jump
fine.
in.
Reel us in.
I'm
No, I
fine.
need you to ask some questions, bro. Some
I
questions.
just did.
What
Okay.
did you ask?
What's none of your business. Now we're going to start doing this.
You
We're
didn't
going to have a
ask-
laugh
I've
for
asked
a
the
little
last
bit.
3.
Yeah, yeah, because you keep asking and I don't get a chance. Talk.
It's rubbing off.
Take
See,
control.
no, this is not rubbed
Let's
off.
take
This is
control.
20 years of knowing each other. That's.
Fair.
Do you guys have a favorite
Don't come
venue
in
that
the
you've played
top.
here in
We're
Ottawa?
at, like,
and is there a venue you
half
want
a
to play?
year.
So no.
Samantha, what do you
Yeah,
think?
he didn't hear the question.
I think he's lagging a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
favorite venue you would like to play?
I like the Rainbow.
The Rainbow's
It's,
pretty
it's
strong.
very spacious. It's got like a really nice stage,
Good sound.
and also like the mix is always fantastic.
Yeah, they have really good sound people at Rainbow. It's great. In light of that, I'd also pitch in live on Elgin. It's very small and very intimate, but
Mhm.
my goodness, best mixes I've ever gotten, to be real with you.
Yeah,
And the
honestly.
people there are so nice as well.
Shout out Justin.
Agreed.
It's a great time.
And shout out
Go,
Ricky
go,
from the
go.
Rainbow. Those two are absolute goats.
Nice.
That's true. He was great. Ricky was phenomenal too, and he loved what he did. You could tell.
Oh yeah, he doesn't
I
fuck
think
around.
it's
Yeah,
I think
like,
it's
they're both great.
now. Do you think it's harder to do mixed sound in a larger venue than a smaller one?
Yes, easily. My goodness. It's best example I'll give. I don't know how technical you want me to get, but we played at Berlin nightclub and it's super vertical and it's huge. It's a massive like hall. If it's really thin on widthwise, but lengthwise it's really long and it's really tall, so it looks massive when you play there. But
It's very
it just
visually
sounds like
pleasing.
the entire time, honestly, because I mean, it ain't even the sound system at that point. It's just there's too many places a sound can bounce around. You can't control it. And I find
the
when it comes to
acoustics.
smaller venues, even Rainbow, for how big it is, it's got like upper layers that really block the sound from being able to bounce around too much
Mhm.
and really destroy the sound in that way. So yeah, smaller venues make it so much easier.
Yeah,
Makes
I know
sense.
that. I know the Rainbow revamped their whole sound system when they were having their issues before they got the money to stay afloat.
Mm.
Then they tore down stuff, they took out stuff, they put in a whole new sound system from Long and McQuaid. And you're right, the sound is now amazing.
It's incredible. It's
Shout out
really
Long and
good.
McQuaid.
Never been disappointed.
Nice. Walk us through your most recent release. What was happening in your lives at that time?
During
You wanna answer
Empty
that
Little
one, Bo?
Jars. During Empty Little Jars. Well, we just knew we needed to release something, and we had a couple of things lined up, and we well, you see, Sammy had a lot of songs lined up to be worked on that they wrote, and we kind of just didn't have time to do most of those songs, and we already had, Empty Little Jars, recorded and we were playing it. We're like, you know what? To make up for the fact that we have to put all these songs on a back burner, we're going to bump this song straight to the front of what we're going to release because it was, one of our strongest songs. People really love it. It's one of those songs that everyone, we actually get a couple pops to it when we start playing it live. So we're like, yeah, we're going to throw this one on. Realistically speaking, it wasn't we didn't always just know that it was going to be our single release. We kind of threw it in there because how do you choose?
And not to mention, we had a few bumps in the road when it came to like the final, getting the final master of the thing done, which I very much apologize to Kuba, who did all of the mixing for us.
You want to know what Sammy did to me? You guys want to know what Sammy did to me?
Yes, we do.
After I submitted it to everyone, hey guys, this is the final master. Some of the vocals were a pain in the ass because of the styling and the way we did it. We'll work on this in the future, but this is what we got. The next day in the morning, Sammy DMs me, hey Kuba, could we re-record all of the guitar tracks? Because I remember I did it slightly differently in the original demo, and I think it sounds better. No, fuck you.
But you did
Mind
it.
you, this is also like a week after maybe like 2 weeks. I don't know. But not long after I did all the vocals and shit for the third time over because Sammy will not come to studio to work on songs with us. We have to assume how Sammy wants this song that they wrote to sound, especially vocally because Sammy can't sing and their demos don't, I got to figure it out on my own how this song's going to sound vocally.
See,
on a
if
song that
you
they
could
wrote.
sing,
Bo can sing just fine.
if you could sing well, it wouldn't have been as big of a struggle. Let's be real.
Well,
if you both didn't sound like dead rats and Sammy didn't sit at home eating chicken nuggets with ketchup, maybe we'd get something done for once around here. Maybe. Just
I
putting it out
showed up
there.
and I did my job. I did my job quite well. We send the audio to our Discord chat where Sammy is there. Everyone else in the chat's like, oh, this is great. This is awesome. Good work. Good job, Bo. Sammy hears it. Do it again. I'm like, all right.
Okay.
This part didn't tickle my fancy, actually.
Nah. Look,
For real.
I remember very vividly the first few times, like you did your like rough drafts, and then you sent in a chat, and everyone was like, it wasn't received very well.
Point them out.
All
Who's
of
everyone?
us, me, Riley,
Who's
Shaw.
Oh,
they're not in the band anymore.
Last I remember,
That's obsolete
a
information.
single negative Nancy in the crew. Everyone else is just like, okay, I understand this is a demo, and you're over here like, actually, this part is a little too harsh, and I don't think you guys should have a harmony here.
Look, it's because you all decided,
exactly how I described
let's change it up a lot from our live version.
Yeah, because somebody here has a completely different voice than the actual singer of the band. Imagine if I sang like the guys from what's it called? The guys from Slipknot. Like if I did like Corey Taylor style vocals, and I was like, okay, sing that for me, Bo. Sing it for me. You think he's gonna be like Roger Boss? I'll come back to you tomorrow. No, that ain't happening. He's gonna come back to me and be like, so I tried my best, and it's gonna sound like Bo Santana. It ain't gonna sound like Sammy. It's gonna sound like Bo.
Look, I'm not even talking about that right now. I'm talking about when you were like, oh, we decided to change this part and make it screaming.
Oh yeah, because it sounded like shit. Sorry, my bad.
Which was awesome.
Any memorable or disastrous studio moments? That's never mind. That answers that question right there. Yeah. We'll
we don't
go with that answer.
Our studio work is phenomenal. It's our live performances where all the bumps and accidents come into play.
That's true.
Well,
Hey,
isn't that
Sammy,
what live
remember
music's all
Weston's?
about?
Exactly.
I don't want to.
Me neither.
Dog, you want to hit them with something?
These people I work with, where did I find you guys, Timu?
Timu.
All right, buddy, be a one-man band then.
I literally could be.
Yeah.
I literally can do that.
Don't
I'll
put
get
ideas
some
in his head.
I'll get some samples. I'll be like, again, coming back. If you people had talent, if you people, Manu, notice how I'm not complaining all about him. I love that guy. He's great at his instrument. He's dialed in. You two are like, I don't even know what to call you. You're like social experiments.
You got like Sean
Well,
Combs
this is
level
a
energy, confidence, dude.
well done, Bo. Well done.
Calm down.
Go ahead, Dog.
What does a perfect Broken by Friday show look like?
Perfect.
Yeah, in your minds.
Yeah, separately, without an argument. Just kidding.
Sammy
guys
gets
think?
through the entire
I would
Shadow
say-
Dog solo with no mistakes.
Shit's
Alright.
crazy.
I'm just throwing that out there.
They said no fighting.
That didn't sound like fighting
Why
to me. That
fight?
sounded like straight facts.
You don't have to fight.
Yeah, there's no
Just
fight.
accept
It's
it.
just on it, yeah. On a little bit more of a positive note, I say generally a perfect Broken by Friday show doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be very energetic from both our end and the audiences. I think it's really for us about winning the crowd over rather than our technical ability, despite contrarian statements being made earlier. Yeah, no, I generally find the best shows we've had is where we topple over, fall over, throw each other around, all sorts of wild stuff is when it really becomes magical. And that's what other people also remember from it. And that's what I want people to remember from it is look at these crazy assholes. And if that happens, it's perfect. It's a success.
Nice.
The perfect
Very good.
Broken by Friday show is on tape right now. You can watch it on YouTube. I think it is our performance at Avant Garde for our release party of Empty Little Jars. That was a monumentous moment for me.
Nice. What's the weirdest thing that's happened to you at a gig?
I'm trying to think of what the best answer is.
Best answer is the answer that you come up with right away.
That's true. That is true. I mean, a bunch of us were talking about how successful of a gig we were having right outside the Rainbow, and then some random guy offered us cocaine. That happened.
Fair
That was,
enough.
a pretty,
did
that, was,
happen.
that was a pretty strange one.
I almost pulled down a DJ table because I hit a high note for a long time and I ran out of breath and I started blacking out and I just grabbed some and I didn't realize the table was like made of sticks and the whole DJ set with the turntables almost came flying off. Like it was bad. That was at the Slut Ranch at Berlin.
Oh yeah, and you like managed to somehow spill water on my entire drum kit too that night.
I did.
There was also what? Yes, you did. Who else,
Oh.
man?
We cannot trust a single bottle of water around.
If there's a
No.
bottle of water in this guy's vicinity, it will spontaneously combust by the end of the night. I'm telling you.
He's got one going, I think.
I've never
Like,
seen it happen, but I've always seen the aftermath.
The evil spirit of rock and roll controls you to destroy water bottles on stage.
Well, do you think I want
Nice.
my water just disappearing? I can't breathe on stage. I never have water available to drink.
I wonder why.
You just can't be
Think
trusted.
about
That's
that
why,
one.
apparently. What's
need a
one lesson
leash.
that touring has taught you the hard way? Yeah, you just need give your singer some water. He needs water. Just don't
I need
pour it
one
on
of
anybody.
those. I just need one of those lighter zip things that go to your attached to your waist.
Or one of those the ones that runners use on the back there with the little with the hose. You
They
just,
made
just
those
drink
for
while you're
runners?
on stage.
But yeah, the
So I think it's
beer,
called
the beer
I think it's called a
cooler things.
Camelback.
What
not
about the
that.
beer hat?
Camelback. It's on your back.
Similar science, but more on the back as a backpack.
Fair enough.
But
I'd rock
if
it.
you want to wear a hard hat with water bottles in it, okay.
Yeah.
What's one lesson touring has taught you the hard way?
So if there's anything that anyone who's listening that wants to be in a band takes from this, it's something will go very, very wrong every single time. Doesn't matter what you think you prepped for, it's gonna go wrong. It could be the entire schedule getting pushed back by like an hour. It could be someone who's being very conflicting and contrarian and causing issues at the venue. Could be any sort of technical issue. Something will miraculously break on you on stage, even though it's worked perfectly for 10 years. There's going to be something. And I think half of the job as an amateur professional, any sort of musician that does any sort of live performances, crisis management. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes
it's
sense.
just PR
And
control.
along that lines, double check, triple checking like what kind of equipment and stuff that we need to bring.
Yep.
The first time that we played at the Rainbow, we did not know that they didn't have a drum kit, and so we had to drive real quick. This was like when load-in started. We got there, we don't have a drum kit, and we had to go all the way to Stittsville to grab Kuba's kit, and then all the way back, and still, sound check.
It was, I think we had 5 to 10 minutes to set up the entire kit and do sound check.
They were mad at us when we walked
was
in the
rough.
door. It was
Everyone was mad. It was really bad. It was rough. It was a moment.
my advice, always check out the venue before you show up there and make sure that
Yeah.
like if you're playing out of town, make sure that you fit in the venue that you're going to. We had at this time when we went to Montreal, we had 5 people in the band. Beautiful venue we played the Barfly. That venue can maybe hold a singer-songwriter or 2 on the stage. We had to fit 5 of us and a drum kit. Our fault. But be ready next time, you know what I'm saying? Or like whenever you're going to do something out of town, whoever's listening, make sure you're going to fit there.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
That is good advice. We ask everybody the same question on this show. It's about 2 decades of music. If you're going to pick one or the other, is it the 80s as a decade of music or the 90s?
For me, 90s.
Peace.
Honestly, a lot of the records I really like are either a lot of the grunge or the metal stuff that came out around that time. Some of my favorite albums came out in that kind of era. Some Megadeth, Pantera records that I really like, stuff like that.
Sure.
So,
Sammy?
Yeah, I also have to say the 90s. It was a great year for metal. Yeah.
good taste.
Nice. Bo, who's on the 80s. Nice.
I am on the 80s.
Dog, you want to hit them?
I like Rush. I know they are also with the 90s. Like I like these into 90s, but I like the bands that started it like in the early 80s and pushed into the 90s.
Nice.
Fair. You guys got new music on the way?
Lots.
We're hoping to drop another song pretty soon, and we have a lot of a backlog of music that we just need to get out there, but it's a process.
Of course.
It's very much is a process.
Nice. Yeah. Dream collaboration, dead or alive?
The
Any
Tragically
artist?
Hip.
Anybody. It's great.
Honestly, I think it would be pretty crazy to work with Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
I think that would be wild.
Yeah. Sammy?
Yeah. This is where I say My Chemical Romance, because they are my favorite band. I will say that. And yeah, their songwriting is like awesome. Definitely taken a lot of inspiration from them.
Nice.
So
Dog?
an album or EP, guys, what would you prefer to create? Like a full length album or an
me-
EP of like 6 songs?
For me, because I produce music and drop it as a hobbyist thing on a separate account, albums. I like just dropping big catalogs of songs and just feeling like it's this big culminating project. I find it a lot more fulfilling than making smaller sporadic releases, although for the band itself, maybe an EP. I think that's one of those things where it's like you don't want to front load people with too much stuff, I find a lot of the time. You want people to enjoy you in bursts, enjoy what you have.
I kind of feel the opposite, where I feel like maybe because like we have like, everyone in the band writes, right? We all make music, and so we have a lot of stuff. And so I feel like for us, I prefer LPs versus for my personal projects, which I have yet to release any, but those are more so because I try to keep them very like condensed, story based. Those kind of my preference for those are EPs.
Fair enough. What about you, Bo?
While I like to consume albums, I like a full album. I love that. When it comes to production, I would much sooner release a EP. I like leaving people wanting more. Releasing an EP gives the opportunity for you to not release everything in your catalog and actually leave things that could get better over time. I find that some songs need to age as opposed to just releasing them when you think, oh, they're done. You know, it's like, no, let it marinate. But yeah, releasing an EP, I'd much rather that. You don't want to drown your audience, you know, and express everything about yourself in one go. You want people to figure you out slowly.
Nice. So where can people find you, support you, and see you live next?
We're going to be at Avant Garde on February 15th with Static and Pandolia. Two insane bands, young guys. They're going to like be fucking ripping Ottawa up for the next like 5-6 years before they blow up. I guarantee you they're insane. That's going on the 15th. You can listen to us on all platforms that, you know, anywhere you get your music. And you can watch us on YouTube. Like I said before, we got our not our latest performance, but the last performance we did at Avant Garde was our album release, January 3rd, back about a month ago. That's on YouTube right now. And you can also watch it on our website.
Nice.
And make sure to follow us at Broken by Friday Band on Instagram. That's generally where we post most of our updates and anything going on with us.
Sweet. Very good. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate you coming on the show. So does Dawg. And
Thank you so much for having us.
yeah,
Thank you so
we,
much for having us.
we look forward
It
to
was
seeing
great.
you guys live. Yeah, it was awesome. It was a roller coaster ride that I enjoyed. Thank you.
We wouldn't want you to be anybody but yourselves, guys. All right.
That's right. Love that.
Sammy,
Who else
All right.
is there?
looking good.
Dawg and Gus, Dawg and Gus, Dawg and Gus.